Playmakers, the daily sports bulletin from the bridge that brings you the big news and the top plays from the world of Indian sports.
Hello and welcome to the Playmakers, our everyday live sports bulletin. My name is Rahul Karkal. In the Playmakers today, the WPL franchises announced the list of retained players, and India's Arjun Erigaisi attains a new high in world chess. Our top story of the night comes from women's cricket, where earlier this evening the WPL retention lists were made public by the franchises for the 2025 season. Defending champions RCB confirmed the retention of 14 players, including 6 overseas players. Key players retained include captain Smriti Mandhana, star batter Elise Perry, and wicketkeeper Richa Ghosh. Gujarat Giants, meanwhile, retained 14 players of their own as well, with Beth Mooney continuing to be their skipper. They have, however, let go of captain Sneh Rana, along with Leah Tahuhu and Catherine Bryce, while retaining Sayali Satkare and Bharti Fulmali. Meanwhile, the Delhi Capitals have retained Meg Lanning as their skipper, in addition to Shefali Verma and Jemima Rodriguez as the prominent names. Delhi has parted ways with leg spinner Poonam Yadav, who hasn't played international cricket since 2022, as well as Laura Harris, Aparna Mondal, and Ashwani Kumari. The Mumbai Indians retained captain Harmanpreet Kaur, Yastika Bhatia, and Amelia Kerr, while releasing Fatima Jaffer, Humaira Kazi, Priyanka Bala, and Izzy Wong. And finally, Aliza Healy will continue leading UP Warriors after being retained. UP Warriors have let go of Parshavi Chopra, Lakshmi Yadav, S. Yashasri, and Lauren Bell. After making these strategic moves, RCB is left with a purse of 3.25 crore, Mumbai Indians with 2.65 crore, UP Warriors with 3.9 crore, Gujarat Giants with a 4.4 crore purse, and finally the Delhi Capitals are left with a purse of 2.5 crore. The 2025 edition of the WPL is set to commence in February next year. News from chess now, and at the 2024 Chennai Grand Masters, India's Arjun Erigaisi continued his winning run by beating Aleksi Sarana in round 3 on Thursday. With 4 more rounds to be played, Arjun has 2.5 points and is the joint leader of the pack with Iranian Grandmaster Amin Tabatabai. That's an interesting name from the Iranian Grandmaster. More importantly, with this victory, Arjun Erigaisi has climbed to world number 2 on the live FIDE rankings with a remarkable rating of 2,805.8. He trails Magnus Carlsen, who has 2,831 rating points on the live FIDE ratings. News from badminton now, and Kiran George, the lone Indian in the Korea Masters 2024, pulled off a stunning win over world number 31 Chi Yu-jen in the round of 16. Despite being ranked lower than his opponent, George triumphed 21-19, 17-21, and 21-17 in a thrilling 75-minute match. His victory earned him a spot in the men's singles quarterfinals. Earlier, George had made a strong comeback in the first round, defeating Vietnam's Nguyen Hai Dang after losing the opening game. Staying with badminton, Indian badminton star PV Sindhu has announced the launch of the PV Sindhu Center for Badminton and Sports Excellence in Visakhapatnam. An excited Sindhu took to social media and called the center the future of Indian sports, aimed at nurturing and empowering the next generation of athletes. Elsewhere, in a case of sheer negligence, Diwali firecrackers have destroyed the synthetic football turf at a 13 crore premises of Jaipur's Vidyadhar Nagar Stadium, reducing it to ashes. The ground was approved by FIFA and was incidentally the second turf football ground in India, with the first one having been laid out in Hyderabad. The fire itself is expected to have originated from firecrackers, and talks are currently being held with the company that installed the artificial turf to determine the possible cause of the fire. Recently, the Rajmata Jajibai National Women's Competition was held on this ground. Furthermore, Rajasthan has secured the hosting rights for the Santosh Trophy and the I League football competitions. However, due to the fire, organizing matches at the venue will now be a huge problem. Staying with Indian football, a string of player suspensions have taken place in the domestic circuit across multiple state football associations. On Monday, the Mizoram Football Association announced the discovery of corruption involving match manipulation in the recently concluded Mizoram Premier League. This was followed by bans on Wednesday by the Goa Football Association, and then earlier today, bans were announced by the Meghalaya Football Association as well. The chain of events began on Monday, where as many as 25 players were banned by the Mizoram FA, and two players, Lalunzama of Chamari FC and El Lotha of FC Bethlehem, were banned for life. And on Wednesday, the Goa Football Association moved in and handed a lifetime ban to five players, two of them who are currently playing in the Goa Professional League. And incidentally, Mizoram's Lalnunzama was also one of the players banned by Goa. Earlier today, the Meghalaya Football Association has barred two footballers from Mizoram currently playing in the ongoing Shillong Premier League for their alleged involvement in match fixing in Mizoram. These revelations and bans are a shocking development and suggest that the grassroots of Indian football are a cesspool that needs a cleanup in a drastic manner. And in a rather peculiar first, a unique cultural multi sport event is set for a revival after an astonishing hiatus of 1,630 years. Called the Pythian Games, the event, which is a coming together of indigenous sports, is scheduled to be held in Chandigarh from December 12th to the 15th. This grand spectacle is expected to see participation from around 5,000 artists and athletes from India, along with representatives from over 15 countries, including Russia. The inaugural edition will feature events such as karate, kung fu, bukido, yoga, rope skipping, arm wrestling, marathon, malkam, theater, clay arts, and holy horses. We've got tennis, volleyball, and several others as well. These games were first held around 582 BC when the Greek god Apollo killed the mythical Python and set up the oracle at Delphi. However, according to the organizers, these games were discontinued in 394 AD. A fair amount of history there for the viewers. Up next, we've got the play of the day. And finally, our play of the day comes from the 2024 Chennai Grand Masters, where India's Arjun Erigaisi continued his winning run by beating Alexei Sarana in round 3 on Thursday. More importantly, with this victory, Arjun Erigaisi climbed to world number 2 on the live FIDE rankings with a remarkable rating of 2,805.8. He trails Magnus Carlsen, who has 2,831 points on the live FIDE ratings. And for leading the points table at the 2024 Chennai Grand Masters and for climbing to number 2 on the live FIDE ratings, Arjun Erigaisi's fireworks on the chessboard is our play of the day. And that's all that I have for you on the Playmakers tonight. Do hit subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified every time we bring you the news live on YouTube. My name's Rahul Kargal. Thanks for watching the Playmakers tonight. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.